I chose South Korea for my country profile, and here's some of the background information. The government type is Presidential Republic. Population growth rate is 0.21. As shown by this population model, it's predicted to decrease over the next couple decades, generally due to employment, housing, and cost of raising children is delaying childbirth. The GDP per capita is 31,000, 597.9, and the energy consumption mix is it's largely oil consumption, as shown by that large section at the bottom of the second figure. And then coal and gas have similar consumption, but hydropower is the fourth um, most used um, consumption strategy. Here are the details of the NDC. South Korea is the world's 14th largest emitter with a total share of 1.29%. Their largest emitter is in the energy sector, as shown by this huge orange section of the top graph. In terms of the 2030 target, the Republic of Korea commits to reduce greenhouse gas emissions by 40% by 2030 compared to 2018 levels. And they plan to do this by boosting nuclear energy to 30% and renewables to at least 20% of the power output. And then they supply more than 40% of its electricity from coal and is vowed to half that portion by 2030. And also, the target for the building sector is to achieve around a 40% reduction, and the reduction for the transport sector is around 30%. And transitioning to the net zero target, the carbon neutrality is bound by law through the Carbon Neutrality Act, but this target does not include overseas reductions, which is a bit of an issue, and it mainly focuses on the phase out of gas and coal. So lastly, I want to discuss ambition level and feasibility. So I found the assessment level to be low. Their net zero pledges seems to be middle of the road, excluding both international aviation and shipping. It doesn't address fairness or equity in the context of its net zero target. The 2030 net target and policies appear to be insufficient with the Paris Agreement. Some of these policies include the 10th electricity plan. Policies have invested much in nuclear energy rather than renewables, which seems not productive considering the problems that nuclear energy presents. And then we also have the Renewable Energy Act, which is to support in achieving its renewable energy targets, but it's still insufficient to put a country on a 1.5 Celsius path. And coal policy seems to be flip-flopping based on what is needed as plants are set to shut down, but exemptions have been made for specific projects.